On this episode of Samp Talks, I have with me Jack Taylor from England, who joined us mid-season, and since then, it's been great. It's been amazing watching you bat out there, and definitely been a key person in this batting lineup. How does it feel for you to be a part of the Zim Afro T10 with the Cape Town Samp Army?
Yeah, it's awesome. It all came about pretty, quickly and last minute. Joined the team on Tuesday, and it's been great. It's been such an awesome experience. It's been nice to play a big part in some of our wins. So hopefully we can keep that rolling today.
Now, what got you into cricket? I know your brother plays as well. So kind of, how did you start playing cricket?
Yeah, so I think my dad and granddad used to do were groundsmen at our local cricket ground. So Matt, my younger brother, and myself were always up there during our spare time playing in the nets, and we just had that real love from a young age. So it just kept going from there. Really, it's always been part of our family, and it's just been a massive part of our life.
And at what point did you kind of think that, I kind of wanted to go into that professional field for cricket?
Yeah, I think it was pretty young. Maybe during my early teens. I think it was just, I played cricket and football, but cricket was always one I was better at and enjoyed more. So, yeah, I just always wanted to aspire to, play professional cricket, play for England, play in different parts of the world and all of that. So it's just, this has been an awesome experience, and hopefully more to come.
So during the school days, was most...
Little bit slightly this side, till like
this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now, during your school days, was it most of the focus was towards cricket, or were there any subjects that you did kind of like in school?
It was sport really for me. Academically, I did what I needed to do, but it was always sport. So played a lot of football at school, but outside of that, it was cricket. So I've got a lot to thank my parents for. They, shipped us around everywhere, supporting our journey from a young age. So. Yeah, without their support and them driving us to games and practices, I wouldn't have been able to get to this stage.
And for you, how did it feel to get into the county setup? I think, for English cricketers, obviously that is the starting point, and having played so many years of county cricket.
Yeah, look, it was always a dream. I joined Gloucestershire on the academy at 15, and I was offered a professional deal pretty much straight away. So, it was... always just I was dead set on doing that after school. I wasn't going to go to university. I just wanted to play cricket. Like you said, I've been at Gloucestershire for a long time now, and just hoping to gain more opportunities like this. This has been my first franchise tournament I've been involved in, and it's been really eye-opening, and I've enjoyed every moment.
Do you remember when you made your debut and what it was like and what the emotions were like?
Yeah, so I made my debut in 4-day cricket. I was very nervous. Back then I was actually an off spinner and batted down the order. We took a load of wickets with seam that game, so I didn't actually bowl. I batted twice, got a couple of low scores, and it was a bit of a wake-up call. But that was a long time now, and it's been a good journey since.
In 2015, the Royal London Cup, how was that? And then in the finals, being player of the match.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. I think throughout the whole tournament, we were sort of seen as the underdogs. We maybe didn't have the international names that some of the other teams did, but we found ways to win, and we knew how to win. So we had a lot of close games in that campaign, and even the final, playing against Surrey, with their all-star 11. Most of the talk pre-game was about them, but we knew that if we played the conditions, we could do it. And it was looking like a pretty long shot. At one point, I think they needed about 70 with 8 wickets left or something. I bowled a horrible full toss to Sangakkara, and he hit it to mid-on, and it just stemmed from there, and we just kept taking wickets, and took the final catch. It was an unbelievable day.
And I'm sure a lot more memories with county cricket, but right now, recently, just coming in from that Vitality Blast win, kind of how was that, especially against Somerset, who won last year? Yeah,
that again, very similar. Like we're always seen as an underdogs, being a smaller county, a non-test ground county. But again, we've got lots of great assets in our squad that all know how to play on different types of surfaces. So we won a big quarter-final against Birmingham at that ground at Edgbaston. So we were able to take that experience into the finals day and use that. There was a big crowd there on that game. So we sort of had been there and done that the week before. So we had a lot of confidence going in. We played 2 amazing games. Our bowling attack set the tone amazingly, took lots of wickets. We only used 4 batters throughout both games. I was actually batting at 5 both games, so I didn't need to bat. So to go on, win the way we did and lift that trophy was just, something I'm never going to forget.
And one of the things as a cricketer, I think fitness has become a pretty important part of it. So kind of, what is your fitness routine like?
Yeah, I think it's just to keep ticking over. I think I've gained that experience of knowing what I need to do to get ready. It's making sure I'm stretched, do what I need to do in the gym just to prevent injury more than anything. For me, it's not about trying to gain muscle, get bigger, get quicker. It's just maintain and keep fit. As long as I'm available for selection for every game, that's all I want to be at the moment.
And, besides fitness, I think, besides the physical aspect, the mental aspects, how do you usually mentally prepare yourself, for matches? And on days where you maybe, don't really do well with the bat, how do you kind of make sure that it doesn't really affect you?
Yeah, I think I've got 2 young kids now, so I think since having kids, it gives me that natural break from the game. I think growing through my younger years, going through bad periods, you're all consumed by cricket and that's all you think about, and you're in the nets and you're training. Whereas having 2 young kids, I don't often get that time between games. So actually that comes as a really great break physically and mentally. And then it refreshes me so that when I do come to play or, come away things like this, that I'm, fresh and raring to go.
And first time playing the T10 format, kind of how you're enjoying it. It's really fast paced and clearly suiting your batting style.
Yeah, look, it is. It's awesome. It's been amazing experience to be a part of, and yeah, it does. I think this format does suit my game. Being able to try and go from pretty early on in the innings. So yeah, it's gone well so far, and just hopefully can keep continuing that momentum. Go on and win a couple more games today and get to the final will be nice. And then, yeah, hopefully some more opportunities can come from this.
Absolutely. So now some beyond cricket questions. So favorite food?
Oh, favorite pizza. I'm a sucker for a good pizza.
Okay. What's your favorite topping?
Spicy sausage, some rocket, maybe a bit of cheese. That's my go-to.
One place you would like to visit?
Ooh. Japan. My wife and I, we've always talked about going to Japan. We love Japanese food, and neither of us have ever been. So hopefully that's on the bucket list one day.
Yeah, definitely. What's one thing you can cook?
Do you help out I do a good chicken and chorizo paella.
Okay.
I like cooking. I enjoy it.
Yeah. Favorite place in England?
Bristol, where I live. It's not as big and hectic as London, but there's still plenty going on. So it's a nice place in England to live.
Mm-hmm. Favorite movie?
Ooh, that's tricky. I think Silver Linings Playbook's up there. That's a quality film.
Definitely. This or that, iced coffee or hot coffee?
Hot coffee.
Okay. Ice cream in a cup or ice cream in a cone?
Definitely a cone. But it's got to be a waffle cone.
A waffle cone, yeah. That's how it's good. Favorite ice cream flavor?
Choc mint.
Okay.
But I want big chocolate chunks in there.
Yeah.
Not small ones.
New clothes or a new phone?
New clothes.
Okay. Call or text?
What's that?
Would you prefer calling or texting?
Texting.
Okay. Bungee jumping or skydiving?
Neither for me. Neither. My wife enjoys that sort of stuff. She can do it. I'll watch.
I'll watch. Driver's seat or passenger seat?
Driver's seat.
Okay. So Crickfire, have you ever pulled a prank on any cricketer or gotten pranked on?
I've pulled a prank on my brother. So he's obviously a cricketer.
Yeah.
We sort of coerced him into letting off a stink bomb in the local pub, which didn't go down too well. We got banned for a little while. But that was when we were a lot younger.
Okay. Have you ever forgotten anything, when you're traveling on tour, or is there usually something you always tend to forget?
No, not usually, although I forgot my little batting arm guard for this trip, and it's actually worked okay so far, so maybe I'll get rid of it.
One cricketers whose Instagram you stalk?
Ooh, that is a tough one. I don't stalk any cricketers' Instagram. No cricket. It's football. Football.
Football? Who?
Yeah.
Who in football?
Harry Kane, Heung-min Son.
Yeah.
I'm a Tottenham Hotspur fan. So.
If you could change one thing about cricket, what would it be? Like a rule or anything about it?
In English cricket, we have over-the-head bouncers are no balls, and it's worth 2 runs, and it's not very fair on the bowlers.
Not fair. Not fair at all. And what's been your favorite memory so far in your cricket career?
I think 2 springs to mind. The Royal London win in 2015, but then I think, winning the Vitality Blast a couple of weeks ago, that, obviously being captain of the side that, we were probably 4th favourites going into finals day, and to be able to lift that trophy with, my parents, my wife, my kids, all there, that was, that's something I'm never going to forget.
Well, thank you so much, Jack, for joining us and giving your time.
Thank you.